This is the largest land animal on our planet. This is the largest insect. But they are simply nothing compared to the largest jellyfish in the world. I wouldn't want to be next to her, but today we will all get close enough to her to find out whether she really is the largest creature on our planet, or is there someone who has beaten her in this race? World Ocean. Surprisingly, after such a long time by human standards, there are still many unexplored places on Earth where people simply cannot reach. The ocean is so huge that we could not study even 10% of it. And life in its vastness is enormously different from what we see on land. And sometimes there are such amazing creatures that they simply amaze a person's imagination. Are you ready to dive in to learn about the largest creatures of our ocean, which, unlike land elephants and others, you have never even heard of? Welcome aboard as we set off to observe the giants of the sea. The diversity of the animal world on our planet is amazing. Some animals look completely ordinary and familiar to us. This mainly concerns, of course, land animals, which, by the will of fate, live side by side with us. But there are inhabitants of the planet who amaze with their bizarre appearance, size, and general existence. I have already told you about underwater inhabitants more than once, but life on our planet is so diverse that I want to do it again and again. Who else is hidden in the depths of the ocean? What giants and record holders live there? To begin with, I propose going to the coast of Japan, straight into the Pacific Ocean. For many people, crab has become devalued as a representative of the animal world. In many restaurants, you have to pay a lot of money for such a dish. But for us, a crab is, first of all, a living creature, and rather unsightly and seemingly ordinary. The same cannot be said about the Japanese spider crab, a monster with 10 limbs, each of which is so long that it can reach 4 meters in length. He looks like he came from another planet and decided to take over the ocean. This crab is the largest representative of arthropods. Currently, the record holder is the crab, whose size reaches 3.6 meters. He was nicknamed Crabzilla. This crab could ride a car. But of course, not all representatives of this species are so huge. Usually, Japanese spider crabs reach 1 meter in length, and they are often used for food and scientific purposes, and the most impressive individuals are placed in aquariums. Despite its dangerous appearance, the spider crab is not dangerous to humans or even fish. Some fish themselves can compete in unusualness and size. This interesting fish was nicknamed giant oarfish. This species is the world's longest bony fish, reaching a record length of 8 m. The appearance of this fish is so unusual that some people do not even realize that this is a real fish. The giant oarfish is listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the longest living bony fish. The largest recorded giant oarfish reached a length of 11 meters. This photo of a 7-foot fish washed ashore in San Diego County is a visual demonstration of the size of this long monster. But as they say, there is always a bigger fish. The whale shark is the world's largest shark and the largest living fish. Whale sharks are huge, leisurely creatures that live mainly in tropical waters. When you hear the word shark, the thought of a great white shark immediately comes to mind, and you immediately imagine scenes from horror films. The white shark has attacked people many times, but these big guys never did that. Whale sharks differ from most sharks in that they feed exclusively on plankton and small organisms, and the person is not at all interesting to them, and that's why many divers love to swim and dive with a shark. The largest whale shark was 12.5 meters long, although there is evidence of specimens reaching 20 meters. In appearance and feeding method, this shark is very similar to cetaceans, hence its name. Surprisingly, such a huge mouth cannot boast of large teeth, but it can easily boast of the number of these teeth. 15,000 teeth are inside. Well, the most gigantic creature in almost all respects is a unique one of its kind, the blue whale. This is probably one of the most gigantic creatures that lived on our planet, if not the biggest. Its enormous size makes a strong impression on everyone who sees it. The average length of a blue whale is 22 meters. But as everywhere there are record holders of their species, the length of the female caught by whalers in 1962 exceeded 33 meters. So that you can better understand what a giant he is, his tongue alone weighs 4 tons, and his heart weighs 700 kilograms. Another fin whale is slightly inferior to its close relative. Its maximum length reaches 28 meters, and it is the second largest animal on the planet. The blue whale was only long enough to be the largest in all respects. Who is this creature that got ahead of him? Who could be bigger than a blue whale? There is no one bigger than the blue whale, but there is a longer one. The longest creature on our planet is a worm called Lineus longissimus. The length of these worms can reach as much as 60 meters, which makes them an honorary bearer of their name. Yes, this worm is not as big as the blue whale or any of the others in this video, but imagine it is as long as an 18-story building. This is simply incredible. But that's not all. Cyanea arctica, the largest measured jellyfish, had a tentacle length of 36.5 m and a dome diameter of 2.3 m. And finally, Physalia physalis. Each individual has one contractile tentacle, the length of which when extended can reach 50 m. And this simply blows the mind. The ocean is home to perhaps the most bizarre creatures. Animals of the underwater world always seem very unusual to us, and this is not surprising because we live on land. The study of the ocean is fraught with many clues and amazing finds, and who knows who we still have to find. Subscribe to the channel, like, and click on the bell to be the first to watch new videos.